The group phase has concluded, and the real test begins now. It's time for the knockout stages here at the 2026 FIBA U18 Women's EuroBasket, live from Stockholm, Sweden. It's the round of 16. William Rosenonham, thrilled to be with you from Kista Messen in Kista, Stockholm, Sweden, where the host site team Sweden are looking to get their first tournament victory, and it matters the most tonight. It's been all France so far in the tournament, and 3 in a row in the group stage, but tonight the continuity has to continue for the French to chase their hope of the crown. A great tournament thus far, and though the results are not in favor of Sweden heading into this matchup in their home country, the games do appear closer than they appear in the box score. We'll get into the results of the past games from both teams in just a little bit. But this French team has the championship on their mind. Starting lineup completed, and the national anthems ready to go from both countries.
And now, introducing Team Sweden. Number 4, Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise, if you're able to, for the national anthem of France. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're able to, please remain standing for the national anthem of Sweden.
Take a look at our referees for this evening's affair. We have from Austria, Croatia, and Latvia. From Latvia, Janis Rosenberg. From Austria, Romana Rekar. And from Croatia, Romana Stojanko. The round of 16 from Kista, Stockholm, Sweden. Between France and the host country, Sweden. It is a lot of Sweden fans in the building. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for tonight. For Sweden, Norberg, Khan, Pajagilovic, Altuni, and Pereira. Speaking with both teams energetic. France obviously has those 3 results to their back. Sweden wants to prove that they have the home crowd to the advantage. Let's take a look at the starting 5 for France. In the guard position, it's Emma Broly-Brown, Astrid Corbeau, Thermont Lourcier, Marcin, and Cerveau at the anchor. Really good bench France has, and throughout this tournament, they played some meaningful minutes. And on the Sweden side, it's more the starters taking the role into both halves. Thanks for spending part of your Wednesday wherever you would be in the time zone difference. Just about 1800 in Sweden. Both teams polishing up game plans, prepping for this round of 16 matchup. Remember, yesterday, Tuesday, was an off day for everyone in the tournament, so teams got a chance to rest, relax, but stay ready and prepare back at the hotel. Just a few meters away, a walk away, connected to the court at Kista Messen Convention Center in Kista, Sweden. Take a look at the head coach for Sweden is Daniel Nilo. Of course, the last few days he's been rocking some really cool long pants. Let's see if he's doing the same today. Looks pretty slick on the sideline. And for France, head coach Vincent Bourdon, Sweden's coach Nilo, and France's coach Bourdon. So trying to advance their squads to the next round and stay alive in the winner's bracket. 2026 U18 Women's EuroBasket. Both teams. Final touches. They feel this is their time. They feel ready. Officials are ready. Crowd is ready. It's a raucous atmosphere with all the Swedish fans in the crowd. Chilly day from Kista. The temperature is voided now that the court has heated up. To take the tip. Pereira. And it's won by France. Quick outlet, easy money. No, can't get it to go. And an offensive board. Gets the first basket started. And it's Emma Broly-Brown. France. Inside. Got to go. Pereira gets Sweden onto the board. Early offense for both teams. Broly-Brown controlling the offense. inside, down low in the post. Nice moves, and it's good for Sauveau. It's 5-2 France. Early action from both squads. Norberry has nowhere to go, harassed by Broly-Rhone. Almost taken away once more from France. Corbeau got a hand on it with 5 seconds to shoot. Only 5 seconds to inbound. Pereira. Goes inside, and a bailout foul on France. With less than 4 on the shot clock. Coach Nilo in disbelief. Or was there no foul, just a violation? 1 second on the shot clock. Norberry to inbound. On the curl. Has no one. It's deflected by France. Last second heave. No good. Broly-Rhone collects the defensive board. And she'll push. Broly-Rhone brought up 3 off the front rim. And very quick action from France. Bajagilovic will slow it down momentarily. Screen set on the perimeter. And it's turned over from Bajagilovic. France, Corbeau, and that's good. Non-stop pace, this time at the hand of Astrid Corbeau. 7-2 France. And this is France's game. Inside, wild shot attempt, no good from Norberry, but a foul on the rebound. It'll go against Sweden. It'll be a foul on Sweden's. As we take a look at the last second heave. Pereira couldn't get anything to go, and it's all France so far. Their first personal. Pereira charged with the foul. Down in the inside. Sauveau back out. Driving through the lane, crafty move, can't get it to go from Marcin. And Sweden goes in haste. Up and in is Norberry. 1 of 2 to start the afternoon. Really quick pace. Fake inside to the interior, and at the free throw line, it's good for Sauveau. Both coaches liking this fast pace so far to start the contest. Pull up 3. Front rim no good from Norberry. And who did that touch last? It went off of Sweden. France and Sweden pretty out there at 26 for France and 24% from distance throughout the first 3 games of the tournament. So the 3 ball not to each other's forte. Air ball, but a foul on the floor, a push on the board attempt. It'll stay on this side. Now to go on Camille Sauveau, who will come out. Manon Groussard will check in for France. Shot clock reset. No one around to inbound, and finally, Bajagilovic gets it. She's been a very good ball handler for Sweden through the first 3 games of the tournament. But she's harassed at the timeline. Now at the 3-point line. Hand up to Norberry. Norberry putting on the moves, but has nowhere to go. Broly-Rhone locking her up. Norberry to the hole. Last second heave, and it's good. Righty lay for Norberry. She has 4. Great defense from Broly-Rhone, but just sneaking past her was Norberry. Sweden playing a man, make it a zone defense, and that looked like it went off the foot of France, and that is confirmed. Sweden basketball. Sweden's been able to get their pesky hands inside and deflect a numerous amount of opportunities from their opposition in the paint. Odiase checking in for Sweden. Could have been an up and down, not called. Backed out, banking it in is Pereira. Pereira, 4 points. Looked like she dribbled that just a tad too high, but nonetheless, it's a 1-point game. Middle action of the first quarter. Zone defense for Sweden. Far side corner shot rattles in. Norcier on the board. Back and forth start to the contest. Norberry. Far side corner three. It's good. By Agilovic from distance. Tie game. You hear the Swedish nation on their feet. They know how dangerous this France team can be, so Sweden just has to stay in it. Liking that down low action, near side wing three. It's good. Right back at you, says Astrid Corbeau. 5 points for her. 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. A little bit of this, a little bit of that from both squads. By Agilovic, driving to the inside. Wraps it around, far side, wing three, way no good by Agilovic, no good on the offensive board, headed in point blank opportunity, never hit the rim, long range three, off the front rim. And will the teams relax or will they keep moving with haste? Broly Roan says we'll do the latter. Broly Roan had it, faked it, and a blocking foul on the floor by Agilovic, just missed that bunny at the other end, and she's charged for the foul. Back-to-back follies. Broly Roan ran past. And by Agilovic didn't let Kolesoko get by. Charged with her first, second team foul of the first quarter. And checking in, Tira Johansson. At 14 years old, stands 203 or 6'7". Yes, 14 years old for Tira Johansson, number 15 on Sweden. With the 6'7" frame, not big enough, as curling around her, Jean-Louis on the board. Aurélie Jean-Louis. And another drive to the basket for Agilovic. She has 5. 3-point game. Back and forth they go. The timeline, a friend of no one. Ravan, inside. Jean-Louis misses. By Agilovic with the board, and Sweden will look to push. Johansson gets the board and puts it up so easy. 203 easy money from the time to make it the restricted area. Substitution for Sweden. Naomi Han will come into the game. France, 3-0 like we mentioned. Beating Hungary, Czechia, and Germany 3 days in a row. That was easy for Jean-Louis. Inside for the deuce. By Agilovic, such a talented ball handler. But it's stripped away. And a frustration foul, no, a kick ball. Ravine had it, but kicked it off the foot. It was by Agilovic. It'll go to France. Non-stop action so far. Hard for myself and the entire Swedish faithful behind me to catch their breath, but finally they do some substitutions, prolonging this nonstop action. Adams, Pereira in. Down low on the block. Posting. Xuan Lee can't get it to go. Zan Louis with the frustration foul after the miss. Aurélie Zan Louis averaging around 15 minutes to start the tournament. 4 points a contest through the first 3. Just getting the arm around of Hahn. Vincent Bordeaux definitely liking the action he sees from France so far. Sloppy pass from Sweden. And they capitalize on the turnover. Kolisoko. Just some sloppy ball handling for both teams, and Sweden loses it again. Luray, Euro step. Corner 3. Moves inside and can't hit anything. Was Ravan. Lofting it past the timeline. Inside, can't get it to go, but a foul. Adams took down Ravan, but she'll go to the line to try and get 2 back. Oh, just mauled her. Trying to get to the cup. Coach Nilo getting his team on his sideline, just telling them to relax just a little bit, making sure the defensive adjustments are proper. First one good for Layla Adams of the tournament. 3.3 points. Ravan picks up her first. Sweden shooting 60 up to 61% from the line. And a clock malfunction stops France in their track. You heard it from the bench. Not pleased with that decision to stop the clock. Naomi Hahn, the 5th leading scorer, heading in to the day through the first 3 games. This one, the round of 16. Straightaway 3. Gets it to go. Luray. Top of the key. She's up to 5. Dema Luray shooting only 27% from distance. Gets her first 3 to go. Odiase throws it into the backcourt. And it wasn't deflected. A lot of sloppy turnovers right now for the home team, Sweden. Four turnovers. They get 5 for Sweden. Multitude of those being unforced. Out of bounds curl. Luray. Defended well by Sweden in the half court. To the hole, can't get it to go. Kolisoko. Sweden still pushing it. Heavy D. Adams. She double dribbled. I was going to say it looked like she just put that ball back down, and the officials agree. Rosenberg from Latvia, Ricard from Austria, and Stojanovic from Croatia, all on the case. As Adams put the ball right back onto the floor. What a quick first quarter it's been. France 3-0 heading into today. Sweden 0-3 in the round of 16. Jean-Louis pulls up, can't get it to go, rattles around. Who gets the board? It's France. Ravan. Inside, Ravan had it stripped, but a foul. Darbu Pereira. She's charged. She believed it was clean, and it looked like it from the replay, but contact nonetheless. You see the French also showing out here in Kista, Stockholm, Sweden.
sellout crowd. One of two courts here at Chista Mesa. First one good for Ravan. Her first point by way of the stripe. France has been excellent capitalizing off turnovers. 24 points off turnovers per game the French have. So this is not a shock. They play harassment defense, and that really starts at the timeline. Distant shot. Calcanis can't get it to go, and it's France once again pushing. Corbeau. It's an intentional foul. A disruptive foul. Sweden down 8 with less than a minute to play. France will go to the line. They'll send Astrid Corbeau. Corbeau from the line, shooting just 66% through the first 3 contests. Makes that one. Averages 13 points a contest. That beat Corbeau, the most on this French team. And Corbeau rattles out the second. What a talent Corbeau has been. The minutes leader on this team as well. A pleasure to watch her work, both on the offensive and defensive side, but it's France to inbound. 10 on the shot clock. Luray has it swatted away, and it'll stay with France under the basket. It was Darbu Pereira who got a piece of it. 7 to work with. Corbeau, and they'll do it again, this time in front of the French bench. Good action. Wild shot, can't get it to go, and it's pulled down by Calcanis of Sweden. Sweden just out of control, and France capitalizing. Colasocco, that's blocked by Sweden. Offensive board 1, offensive board 2, 16 to work with. Luray, near side corner 3, can't get it to go. Colasocco missed it, and it's going to stay with France once again. Let's take a look at this. Udikov last, deemed Sweden, so France will have it. 7-second shot clock, game clock differential. Now they've changed that to a 5-second shot clock, game clock differential. Back in for Sweden, trying to control things on the ball handling side is Laila Ajagilovic. Corbeau now. Top of the key. Threading the needle inside and can't get it to go is France. 10 seconds for Sweden. Odiase puts it up. Odiase off the front rim. And that's how nonstop action of the first quarter will conclude. Finally, everyone can take a deep breath. The end of the first quarter, it's France up 26 on Sweden, who has 17. Back inside Stockholm, Sweden. It's been all France to start. Broly Roan from distance. Nothing but net, and it's been the ball handling issues of Sweden coming across some of the time, but when they can get to the cup, it's working for the Swedes, especially Norberg, who can get it herself or dish it off to one of her teammates, this time who is Bajagilovic. Kind of where Sweden fell apart just a little bit. It was France who retaliated with the harassing defense in the backcourt and the front court. Getting those offensive second chance opportunities, the French were, and it was proving dividend in that first quarter. Just a collage of mayhem for the French. And let's take a look at Sweden, their number one player throughout the tournament. Naomi Han had 14 points in their first game against Italy. And 23 points, a standout against Belgium. And then 12 points to finish us off in their matchup against Finland. All in losing efforts, but those box scores kind of just tell a different story. At game one versus Italy, they lost 75-84, but the final score just didn't tell that story. With 4:20 left in the first quarter, it was Norberg who hit 2 free throws to give Sweden that first lead since the opening minutes, but Italy just scored 6 unanswered. Sweden went 0 for 3 in 2+ minutes, where Italy just held on and kind of that momentum switched. Nice inside pass, connection. Pereira to Han. 7-point game. Taken away by Bajagilovic. So crafty. Bajagilovic has that little hop step you see from Kyrie Irving amongst players on the professional ranks, but it's Corbeau down the lane. Corbeau can't get it to go, but a foul. It's Bajagilovic. She's in trouble, and it might be Corbeau will get sent to the line. Bajagilovic looking to be her second personal. And it is. Looks like Bajagilovic will stay in the game. Corbeau at the line, she'll shoot 2. Corbeau now 2 of 3 from the stripe today, already up to 7 points for the leading scorer on the French team. Corbeau 2 of 2. France extends their lead back to 9. Full court trap defense from the French. Sweden gets it to the corner but can't connect. He was off the mark for Diasse. Loving that corner. French trying to replicate another unsuccessful attempt. Down low, Broly Roan. Playing on the wing now, going to the entry. Fakes it, goes in, and can't get it to go. And it'll stay with the French. Close one, might have gone off Corbeau. But they say he was off Darbu Pereira. Coming in for France, Théomoren Polit. Only 3.5 minutes a game thus far in the tournament, but she comes in for some size for France. Johansson not in. And it looks like head coach Daniel Nilo will go to the monitor. He'll challenge this call, believing to be off France. So the first replay review of the evening comes on the coaching staff of Sweden. Let's take another look to see who that actually hit and if this challenge will be successful. The official review, instant replay system here at the U18. Hard to tell off that angle. We have it frame by frame, what they're looking at. And yeah, from there, it looks like it does go off of Astrid Corbeau. Her long arm got the last touch from this vantage point. Our incredible production staff in Stockholm. Corbeau also got it. One hand to the left cheek as well in the process. Got a little bit of the nose, was to the Sweden offensive board getters. But it looks like from this angle, there might be enough to overturn the call. Some conclusive evidence. Still taking a look right now to determine if it went off Corbeau, but also what the clock would be at this time. Janis Rosenbergs from Latvia. And that is a successful review. Deemed off Astrid Corbeau. Smart move by Sweden early in the game. Who knows what the next possession could have looked like. Lightening up the trap. Screen set. 75 feet from the basket and a foul away from the play. Lossier just holding on too much to the jersey of Pereira. Trying to find some continuity is Sweden. Down low. Can they find it the old-fashioned way? Pereira showing her strength for the easy deuce. 7-point game. France maintaining this lead. The crowd starting to get onto the back of Sweden, the home team. Great find. 1, 2, 3. Corbeau finished it off with a slick feed to Lossier, and she's up to 6. Volleyball-esque from the French. 9-point game, down the middle. Corner 3, it's good. Hahn from distance. France can't get too big of a lead. It feels like Sweden's there to retaliate. Rolly-Rone inside Corbeau, free throw line J, it's good. The zone allowing those free throw line jumpers from the French, and they're just hitting each and every one of them. This time down low, can't get it to go. Rolly-Rone at the timeline. Cross-court pass, and France will reset. Rolly-Rone, top of the key 3, she gets it. Rolly-Rone, find your distance, and France distancing themselves from Sweden. It's an 11-point game, 7:15 to play in the second quarter. A 3-point barrage from the French in the latter minutes of the second quarter. Rolly-Rone, the most recent top key 3. Rolly-Rone in the first game in the group phase, had 13, knocked down 2 triples. Corbeau leads France with 10 points of her own. It's an 11-point lead for France. Agilovic trying to keep it close. Back in for Sweden, Johansson at 6'7", 203. Off from distance, Johansson can't get the second chance opportunity, and the French are pushing once more. It was Sevaux who was fouled. Did she get the initial adjustment up to the basket? And I think they will award Camille Sevaux 2 shots. Norberg arguing that the foul was on the floor, but 2 were awarded. Camille Sevaux gets it to go. French bench loving what they're seeing. Substitutions will halt the action. Rossier will check out. Back in Jean-Louis. Off, and the tall frame of Johansson just takes that out of thin air. Agilovic passes it. Find Johansson, fakes it. Johansson, little Dirk turnaround, but couldn't get it to go off the fake pass. Broglie-Rhone to exercise her legs. Broglie-Rhone can't get it over to Johansson. What a force on the floor for Tira. 12-point game. Taken away, Corbeau. The long legs of Astrid running the paint, and she's hot. She'll go to the line. Out to me with the foul, and it looked like no one could stop Astrid Corbeau. There weren't for a foul to show. Sweden will use a little more of their bench. Kaukenas, only averaging a little more than 10 minutes a contest, will check in. Coach Nilo trying to figure out this tough France offense. But it starts with Corbeau. $18 points in that last game against Germany in the group phase victory. She only has gotten to the line twice prior to tonight, but she's already 5 of 6 from the free throw line. No Betty. Wide open. Out to me, can't get it to go, and the ball is loose. It's picked up. Outlet to Broglie-Rhone. Broglie-Rhone, nice feed, and France will just reset. Without Johansson, you'd think they attack the rim, but why not when everything's working? Broglie-Rhone, distant shot. Knew it wasn't going in from the release. Broglie-Rhone, outlet to Jean-Louis, and nice defense. Sweden standing the line. By Agilovic. Nothing falling right now for Sweden. Broglie-Rhone to Corbeau. Corbeau can't get it to go, and Jean-Louis tipped it out, but right to Naomi Hahn. And Sweden with 5:10 to play in the first half, just looking for what can spark a run. Agilovic caught in the air, 4 seconds to shoot. Inside, does Sweden know what they do? Last second heave, can't get it to go. Norberg, and it's a shot clock violation. Suffocating defense for the blue, white, and red. Corbeau leads all teams with 14 points. Into the hole, good defense by Norberry preventing the French increase. Norberry now the offensive side. Finds a free. Calquines can't knock down the distance shot. Gets her own board, and she's fouled. And it'll go on Ravon. Make that Marcin, I believe, with the foul charge. Spinning to the hole, jumper rattles home for Odiase. And Odiase tips it, it'll stay with Sweden. So an unconventional second chance for the Swedes. What a great move at the offensive side for Odiase. Hahn, no one near her, gets to the hoop. 7 points for Hahn. Back to a 10-point lead for France. Sweden trying to close out the quarter on a run. Distance shot, Savo. Savo knocks it down. Early in the shot clock, too. A little bit of a momentum killer for Sweden. Norberry goes inside. Norberry, she's fouled after she took a hop step. No, a travel before the foul. It was Jean-Louis who stayed straight A to A. Didn't put her hands down in a travel. It'll go to the French. Rolly Roan inbounds, presumably will try and get it back. Leray working behind her back. Down low. Jean-Louis stuffed by the Swedes. Inside. Does Sweden lose it? They do. The story of the first half. Turnovers for Sweden. Could look like a very different game. "12 turnovers. And we're only in the first half for Sweden. Only 3 for France. And 5 of those unforced for Sweden. So if you're coach Daniel Nilo, they will definitely talk about securing the ball in the halftime timeout. 13-point advantage for the French. Rolly Roan working with someone on her back. Nice fake up and can't get it to go. Lossier faked her defender but couldn't get the finish to fall. A hard time right now for Sweden to get anything working because every moment there's a deflection or a body in front of them in the front court. Still keeping it in arm's reach. Norberry by Agilovic. She gets it from beyond the arc. She's up to 8, 2-2 from distance. A big shot for Laila Bajagilovic. Bajagilovic, the point guard, can also stroke it from beyond the arc. Rolly Roan trying to replicate. Can't get it to go, but it's an offensive board for the French. Inside. A lot of contact, but no call. Having numbers is Sweden, driving to the hole and can't get it to fall. But a foul charge, the second team foul of the quarter. That'll go on Leray. Spinning to the hole, Odiase couldn't get it to go, but a late foul call brings her to the line. 3 fouls in the quarter. Sweden, 2 for the French. Only shooting 60% from the line is Sweden, like I mentioned earlier, through the 3 games of group play. Tournament goes until Sunday. And we will then learn who the FIBA U18 Women's EuroBasket champion of 2026 will be. But both teams need a victory here to continue on their championship aspirations. Less than 2 to play, quarter 2. Roly-Ron has been a bullet. Pulls back, top key, Corbeau. Corbeau, stutter step, puts it up, Corbeau! Just nasty from the mid-range. Little give and go, wraparound pass, too hot to handle by Agilovic. Just threw it out of the hand of Altumi. Not much there. 13 turnovers for Sweden, just 4 for France. Corbeau in the mid-range has it poked away by Holmgren. Ahead of the pack by Agilovic. In the corner once more, can't get it to go, and a board for France with less than a minute to roll in the first half. Corbeau swings the rock. Inside, pivot, shot up, no good for Lausier. Same corner, same result, can't go for Sweden, and Roly-Ron pushes the pace. 8-second shot clock, game clock differential. Realizing no one was there was Cole Soko, but she traveled, had too much space for her own good. Was so shocked that she was so open, she took an extra step, and a timeout on the court with less than 30 seconds to play in the first half. It's been the 3 ball that's been really putting these potential Sweden runs on hold, where they can knock down some of their own trying to get back into it. Agilovic has the green light, as she has had the entire tournament. Shooting almost 10 basket attempts a contest. She leads her team with 8 on 3 boards. Nobel, 5 dimes. But those numbers right now not really meaning anything if Sweden can't get their half-court offense set. See all the Swedish fans that have showed up from across the country to support on their home country. Kista, Stockholm, Sweden. Corbeau leads the French with 14. Roly-Ron, one of the smallest players on the court, 4 boards, and Leray with 3 dimes. Those are our FIBA game leaders at the EuroBasket. For 18 championships. William Rosen on hand, thanks for spending part of your Wednesday night with us here at FIBA. Shot clock turned off. Trying to get it across the timeline to avoid an 8-second violation. Can Sweden do it? They cannot. It's an 8-second violation. Another turnover for the Swedes. France will use a timeout to draw up one last play. They'll hold the entire game clock down and draw up one play that will try to work for perfection to increase this lead. Why not use it or lose it? Defense coming up big for both teams, but more on the French side in this second quarter. Sweden has only 32 points, but 14 turnovers to France's 6. Got to control the ball better in the second half. Inbounding it is France. Broly Roan. 1 second shot clock, game clock differential. Hoisting up a 3 and it banks in. Corbeau, have yourself an evening. Shot will not count, but it's Astrid Corbeau increasing the French lead. This time off the window. It's halftime here in Sweden. France leads 46-32. Back inside the round of 16 at the U18 Women's EuroBasket 2026 here in Kista, Stockholm, Sweden. You see right now it's France who leads Sweden by 14 points, but the story of the first half was certainly the category of turnovers. Sweden, 14 turnovers. France, 16 points off of those turnovers as we take a look at the top scorers for Sweden. And leading the pack by Agilovic with 8. 7 for Hahn and Pereira, 6 points. 8-7-6 linear, and the defense has also been just stellar for the French, preventing anything from cooking momentum for Sweden. And the top scorer for France, Astrid Corbeau, 17, locked and loaded heading into tonight. And Corbeau proving herself to be one of, if not a top 3 players thus far in the U18 EuroBasket Championship tournament. What did both teams go over with their coaches in the halftime timeout? That is the question that remains on our minds, but all that France can think about is getting to their next game, and Sweden trying to chill out, cross half court, and slow down their possessions. Looks like they're in a little bit of a rush, but they are still in it. We saw how close these games were, especially Sweden's first game against Italy. Really close contest, especially in that 5-minute mark in the fourth quarter, and then the lead kind of just blossomed to Italy. But Sweden was staying in it, and they have done so despite their 3 losses. Corbeau, 5 of 6 from the field, 2 dimes and a board. Quite the daily resume. Second half of action is underway, and Broly-Rohn, who had a few bombs from the top of the key, right to Astrid Corbeau for the alley-oop. Corbeau leading off in the first half and picking up in the second. It's all Astrid. Cross-court pass deflected and staying in the mark. Broly-Rohn picks it up, and she cheetahs to the front court. Broly-Rohn to the hoop, and it's denied. A little bit of a rush shot from Broly-Rohn. Norberg goes up for 2, and she's fouled. Corbeau could be the victim. So I guess the pace staying at this level into the third quarter. Yep, Corbeau just locking arms with Norberg. Heading into today, 3 of 3. I waited for that to go up so there would be no jinx assessed, but nonetheless, that went off the marker. 1 of 2. Up to 5 for Norberg. Passing around the wing. Down inside, Corbeau's like the free throw line jumper, but she didn't take it, electing to pass it. Sweden takes it away. Driving to the hole and just out of control. Pereira lofted it up to the corner, and maybe if that was Johansson, it could have been caught, but certainly not by anybody else. Corbeau, as a reminder, has a personal foul. Broly-Rohn swings it back inside. Corbeau bounce pass, and they're moving it delightfully. Broly-Rohn back rim, and Sweden saves it. And it'll stay with France. Agilovic was getting pushed out of bounds, electing to take the ball. Looked like possession would have changed when she had full control, but where will the shot clock stand? It'll stay at 14. Broly-Rohn Driving left, turns back inside. Glossier. 2 feet inside the three-point arc and saved by Sweden. Didn't need to do so, but they do. Pushing Pereira. And that'll stay with Sweden. Pereira coast to coast. It'll be 17 for Sweden under the basket. Substitution. France's Aurélie Jean-Louis will check in, giving Glossier a little bit of a breather. Nice find, nice feed, can't finish. Was Naomi Hahn, had everything but the bucket. Still in the zone is Sweden. Distant shot, can't get it to go on the far side for Marcin, and it's saved by France. Broly Roan saves it off the half-court line. Driving, contact, no finish. Marcin will go to the line. Just got popped at the free throw line by Darbu Pereira. A lot of body contact, the knees buckled each other, and she'll go to the line for a pair. Back in the 14-year-old Tira Johansson, setting at 203, or 6'7" for those in the metric system. Marcin gets on the board, her first point of the day. Has not missed from the free throw line, and will the jinx come to bite me? No, it won't. 3 of 3 in the tournament. 50-33, France in the advantage. Defense is not backing down. Altoumi drives, drag step, Altoumi can't get it to go, and Jean-Louis can't get the board. It'll stay with Sweden, a new 14 to work with. Jean-Louis was getting boxed out by Johansson, and they deem it was off Jean-Louis. So under the basket, 14 for Sweden. 3 is up and no good, and Hahn couldn't get it to connect. Broly Roan taking it to Johansson, but it's deflected. Last touch, Sweden stays under the basket for France. Leading scorer for Sweden, Hahn, has 7 points. Second leading scorer today, distant shot, can't get it to go. Hahn trapped. Far from the basket with 10 on the shot clock. By Agilovic, 5 seconds to work with. Handoff, Norberry. Norberry drives to the hole, can't get it to go. It's a foul before the shot clock violation, however. A bailout. The French fans incensed, and so is head coach Vincent Bordeaux. Was the foul committed before the shot clock violation? It's Marcin picking up her first personal. So 6:49 to play. France has come out with the same energy they did in the first quarter, the second quarter, now in the third period. It'll send Linnea Norberg to the line, where she's 1 of 2. Officials holding play. Not sure what the holdup is, if it's an infectious disease timeout or everyone ready to go. It'll be Norberry to step up to the line. First 3 contests, 17 points against Italy, 15 against Belgium, and 6 against Finland. averaging 12.7 points, adding 7 so far today. Ravan checking in for France, trying to thread the needle to Jean-Louis, but instead they go back outside, trying to find Jean-Louis. They do. Jean-Louis picked up her dribble. Marcin can't get it to go. Board Johansson, and Johansson just throws it away. Another unforced turnover for Sweden, and you see a little bit of the frustration on the 14-year-old's face. Colasocco will check in for France. Averaging 22 minutes a contest. Only 3 points, a defensive anchor for France. Leray drives, Leray. Jean-Louis. Nothing on that jumper, but it's Corbeau puts up a rust J, and nothing happening on back-to-back shots. Sweden getting those defensive boards. 30 boards for Sweden, 27 for France. Spinning and popped, but popped on the pass, was Odiase. So after fixing her eyes, she'll just get it out of bounds. You see spinning, smart move, but right there, impeding her way was Colasocco. Her first foul. Third team foul of the third quarter with 6 exact minutes to play. Odiase, isolation. Odiase behind the back. Odiase dragging to the hole and gets it to go. Crafty ball handling. 13-point contest. Ravan sends it to the corner. Perfect precision to Corbeau, and that's a foul on the floor. No basket. Make that initially to Leray, and then Jean-Louis was fouled. Holmgren back in for Sweden. Lovisa Holmgren. So Jean-Louis will go to the line for a pair. Aurélie Jean-Louis had her highest so far in the tournament. Last game versus Germany, 6 points in 17 minutes. That positive plus minus of more than 8 in each of the 3 games played for France. 14-point lead. Sweden needs to get some defensive stops, but also work on the offense. Almost another unforced turnover. Late into the shot clock. Another spin inside. Odiase kicks it out. Norberry can't get it to go back rim too hard. France to push with 20 on the clock. Jean-Louis takes it herself. Nowhere to go. Wraps it back to the top of the key. Taken by Norberry, and it'll stay. Nope. It'll go to Sweden. Non-stop action here in Stockholm. Bajagilovic scoops it up, can't get it to go. Johansson just got rid of Jean-Louis. No one saw it. Down inside, Odiase over the backboard, but a foul called, and Odiase will go to the line. Johansson just mauling and appalling the opponent right now. I would say that was a half and half. Johansson was holding on, but also falling at the same time. Jean-Louis picks up her second personal foul. Odiase at the line. Connects on the first. 13 has been the number really in this third quarter for Sweden. Odiase up to 6 on the day. And France in the penalty for the remainder of the quarter. Sweden trying to get back, and that's definitely an aid to their advantage. They could draw contact and get to the line, yes, but also, like we see, Jean-Louis has 2 personal fouls, accumulates some personal fouls for each player. Still in that zone. Colasoko. Inside, Groussard. Now it's in the corner, can't get it to go. Board by Savo. Savo puts it up. Savo, it rattles out, but she'll go to the line, and it's becoming a foul affair. Good board by Savo, puts it back in the ground, walks into someone, but then gets whacked by Odiase. Shooting 71% before that last miss. Camille Savo has played in all 3 games for the French. One of the most efficient players on the team, 11.3 in the efficiency category, and misses on a pair, but takes it right back. So a reset, but the official noticed that being Romana Rekar from Austria, that the shot clock never reset. We're making that it did reset, and they reduce it down to 9. Distance shot, Savo can't get it to go front rim, and it's loose, and Sweden will recover. This will be another shot clock issue, stopping the momentum of Sweden. Vincent Bordeaux looking on, and the French crowd, and they can feel them going to the next round. It's really a talented squad here in Stockholm, Sweden. $18 to roll. Norberg undertaking that 4th step. Odiase spinning again, and that'll stay with Sweden. Odiase loves that interior spin, this time falling down with 11 to shoot. Going from right to left. Blocked. Pagilovic had it, but now it's France pushing. Savo gets it to go. Savo up to 8 points. France extending their lead. Defense to offense, and here it is again. But blown at the brim. Luray can't believe it. She blew the body, taking it the distance, just couldn't finish it. That was last off France, so almost 2 back-to-back D-0 possessions for the French, but instead stays just 1. Almost a 5-second violation. Odiase has become the primary ball handler, and another spin. Odiase can't get it to go, but a foul on the shot. Odiase just spamming the B button or the circle button on the PlayStation or Xbox, spinning to the hole, or using the right stick, if you will, some might do. But if it's working for Odiase, why not? She goes to the line for a pair. First one off the back rim, too hard. Second one off the mark as well. Top 2 scorers in the U18 women's EuroBasket, Olivia Vukosa of Croatia and Baldessade of Italy, and 2 top players that both of these teams will probably have to face if they want to get to the championship matchup, but it's one in their own. Naomi Hahn underneath the basket. It's a 11-point game, make it 12. Savo can't get the Reverse lay to go, and Sweden to push. Turnover, Sweden. Everyone just moving way too fast. Savo down the lane. Savo can't get it to go again. Off the rim for the second time in a minute. Savo just poking at it. It's mayhem right now and slowing it down. Norberg at the timeline, but they only have 10 to work with this Sweden. Down to 6. Norberg has it herself. Hahn takes it on the baseline. Hahn, 2 seconds, 1 second, lets it go and off. But what would the ruling be here? France got the rebound, but was standing out of bounds. It did hit the rim, so it should go back to 14. Hahn, just great defense by France. Back in by Agilovic. So yes, 14 seconds on the shot clock, 2:14 to play in the third quarter. That was hit by Camille Savo. Stays at 14. Drop it down a second, why don't you? Someone trying to get open for Sweden. Adams drives left on Savo. Did Savo touch it? She did, and it'll be another out-of-bounds play for Sweden. And another one at the end of the shot clock. Savo's been a pest on the defensive side. By Agilovic. Push off, and it's offensive. Extending the arm and sending the French defender down. It's her third. Colasocco heads to the floor via the extension. Both teams in the penalty. Coach Nilo will do a substitution. Al-Toumi will come in. Still in reach. A quarter plus to play. Every time it feels like France gets out to that lead, something happens, whether it's on their own terms or Sweden's. Great ball movement, can't get the finish. Gravan. And it looked like it was going to be another try for Savo, but Hahn got her fingertips on it at the last second, 10 under. You know, Savo wanted that one back. Another one right under the basket, but it'll be France out of bounds with 10. Corbeau back into the game and a little bit of an extended absence for Astrid Corbeau, leading scorer for France. Shovel pass. Can't dig up anything in the sand. It'll go right to Sweden. No one touched it. Odiase has really been the primary ball handler with Agilovic in a little bit of foul trouble and hasn't found that rhythm that she has throughout the first 3 games. I think they're going to take a look at something, and the officials will just do that. Only thing I could think of is if this last touched someone else. Whatever it is, they found it out quick. Still trying to decipher the conversation between Yanis Rosenbergs, Romana Rekar, and Romana Stojanovic. Croatia, Austria, and Latvia, respectively. Can't save it again is Sweden. That was deflected off of France, but Bajagilovic decided that she wanted to try and keep it, and attempt unsuccessful for another turnover. That one falls. Colasolco from beyond the arc. 21 total turnovers for Team Sweden. And it's a 15-point advantage after the three. Too many steps. Couldn't initiate the spin move this time. Odiase left in no man's land. Putting that fourth step down. 1, 2, 3, a little hop step. And though smaller, Ravan just stayed strong with her hands up. So Savo gets a much needed rest. She's been out there for the majority of this third period. And with 1 minute and less than that to play, this could be France's time. Lossier, inside feed taken away by Sweden. They have numbers. One-on-one to the hole, can't get it to go. Al-Toumi, and now France wants to push. It's been a game of transition. Colasolco can't get it to fall, but it's an offensive foul on the clear-out attempt. Let's see this again. And that's the right call. It was Lossier just holding back Han from getting into the restricted area. So an offensive foul away from the ball play. Less than 10-second shot clock, game clock differential for Sweden. Just another untimed pass. Sloppy, picked up by France. 7-second game clock, shot clock differential. Down low, Lossier can't get it to go. Lossier battling for the second chance board, and it'll stay with France with 6 seconds. Under 14, the shot clock turned off, so it's 13.3. Will France hold for one on the inbounds play? Ravan finds Corbeau. Will she take it to the key? I think that's the direction of Bordeaux. Lining up a three and way off, and Sweden will chuck it up. And that is how the third quarter ends. This was France's quarter from start to finish. They're up 15 heading into the final frame. The French fans liking what they're seeing in enemy territory. It's been France who's pulling away quarter by quarter. Everyone getting in on the action for the French, and their lead up to 15. Let's take a look at some other games that have been going on today in the round of 16, the first day on Wednesday. Hungary and Italy, a tight game. It was Italy who came out to a 2-point victory, and Finland, Germany was Finland who handed Germany the loss at 73-56. Spain and Croatia, not a close one whatsoever. 100-25, España. Poland and Montenegro, a really close matchup as well. Poland pulling out the 6-point victory, and Czechia down 20 to Belgium. That's still in the third quarter. 15-point game on court number 1. Sweden trying to get something going to start the quarter. Bajagilovic has been kind of silent tonight. Pivots, Bajagilovic hucks up a prayer, can't get it to go, didn't hit the rim. And who will the referees award the basketball to? I think it'll stay with Sweden with 1.2. Nope, they'll say it's French. It's France's basketball. Some of the stats today. Sweden does lead in the rebound category by 3. Corbeau hucks up another prayer, and that one can't fall. And Corbeau falls to the floor. Odiase. Inside pass, threading the needle to Pereira. She falls to the floor. Colasocco has numbers, but they're voided. Gusar, Kobo, 1, 2, can't get 3. "23 turnovers for Sweden. Make it 24, and a frustration foul for Darbu Pereira. Her 4th personal first-team foul of the 4th quarter. Just frustration after the 24th turnover for Sweden. 8:44, still a 15-point game. France has had 16 assists to go along with his defensive masterclass, and Sweden staying in the zone, which means Colasocco has an easy lane. Colasocco over and under for the deuce. 7 points for Cameron Colasocco, and the lead is just blossoming moment by moment. Norbury drives to the hole, had the lay, but it offloads it to the corner, no good. Taken back by Sweden, and that's good for Odiase. Didn't know where it was, found the ball in midair. Cutting it back to 15. Broly Roan, who's had a restful rest, and didn't know where her feet were on the far side corner. Colasocco just stepped on the sideline. Foul at the logo. Colasocco picks that one up, her 3rd foul. Substitutions for France. Marcin will check in. .750 to play, 5-0. Can Sweden make another run? Down inside Johansson, and it's taken away. Broly Roan lofts it into the front court, but taken away by Sweden. LOT, lots of turnovers. 25 for Sweden, and still 12 for France, so they're not getting away with a clean game either. Sweden, another unforced turnover, 26 total turnovers for Sweden. Burley Roan, 2 on her shoulder. Inside pass, underneath the basket, beauty to beauty. Marcin gets the finish, just a perfect pass and a perfect attempt under the basket. Great awareness to know where the hoop is, and if a comeback has to start, it has to start now. It looks like France is going to take this one the full 40. Out of control, Lossier. And now France will take a chili for a second. You can never say that with Burley Roan. Shielded, resets with 6. Burley Roan, lefty inside, shoots with the righty, but Burley Roan is fouled. It looked like contact to her head and her shoulder. She'll go to the line for another pair. Yeah, Burley Roan's right shoulder. It was Holmgren who got a piece of it. Jean-Louis comes back in. Emma Burley Roan, 7 points. The minutes leader and the key piece, momentum-wise and for the entire France team, has 10 points averaged over the first 3. Timeout on the floor. It's all France, 62-43. Timeout Sweden, 6:32 to play in regulation. Back inside Kista, Stockholm, Sweden for the FIBA U18 Women's EuroBasket. The round of 16. Each team trying to reduce that number all the way till the champion is crowned. But right now it's France who has the momentum in this matchup. 27 turnovers. That's been their workhorse, their defense thus far. Jean-Louis. Hand off to Burley Roan. Burley Roan get it too strong off the backboard, and a go-ahead pass down inside. Off 2 feet, out to me. Driving herself, and offload to Jean-Louis was a foul on the shot attempt. Marcin to Jean-Louis. Good give and go material from the 2 French. Zavot at a big time 3rd quarter comes back in. Broussard will sit. Sweden just 17 of 49 from the field. But the key number is the 3-point percentage. 13%, only 3 of 22 from beyond the arc as Jean-Louis up to 7 points. Time winding down for the host country team. Inside to the 14-year-old Johansson. Johansson clobbered by Jean-Louis. And Jean-Louis falls, giving it to Broliron. Thibault to Jean-Louis, banks it in. What a bright spot for France. The production from Aurélie Jean-Louis. Johansson can't get it to fall. And this one is winding down slowly but surely. Jean-Louis trying to take it to Johansson. Jean-Louis posting, toasting, can't get it to fall. Thibault with the board. Thibault can't get it to fall. A lot of contact, no foul call. Foul will come at the other end of the floor on the arm of Luray, and that's her second personal. Going for the ball, so not a intentional act. 21-point advantage for France. Altoumi drives to the hole, can't get it to go, gets her own board, and a jump ball between Altoumi and Marcin. Good defense from the French, getting it cleanly, and they'll stay on this side of the court with Sweden. Holmgren gets it into Peterson, but Peterson just couldn't balance herself. Another unforced turnover for Sweden. What a quick first step Broliron has. Kind of an unlimited handle, has that thing on a yo-yo. Thibault drives to the hole, can't get it to go. Ball rolls to Sweden. Spinning Altoumi, and she's fouled going up for two. This time it's Altoumi spinning on Odiase. Luray with another personal, and nice move to get to the line. Shooting 50% heading into this contest. From the line is Altoumi. A pair from the stripe for Sweden with 4:08 to play. You could hear the France faithful getting on their feet in the background. Driving inside, can't get the finish is Luray, and fight for the board. Jean-Louis had it poked away, keeps it for France. And with 4 seconds and change, France will have just another one of their multi-chance possessions. Broliron, no one on the corner, just inside. Polite checking in. And that goes down for Sweden. It's Peterson from 2-point range. Polite lines it up and gets it to connect. This time a three for Polite. And she's on the board today, just 3.7 minutes. First three contest. Checks in with France in the favorable lead. Turnover Sweden, like I've said so many times today. Broliron Working on the baseline is Polit. Less than 3 to play, a hip check and a foul on the floor. It'll send Broly-Roan to the line. Penalty situation. Maybe not. It will be an out of bounds. Be a throw in my correction for Broly-Roan. Loading up the 3 and it can't fall for Luray. And you see those numbers on the bottom of your screen. Not pretty if you're a Sweden fan. Checking in, Ronja Karlsson. Limited minutes in the tournament. Sweden might be clearing their bench. 2:40 to play. Peterson, Altumi, Knaus, Karlsson, and Adams in for Sweden. Broly-Roan handles, feeds it to no one, but kicks it right back. Broly-Roan and blocked out of bounds by Altumi. A little bit of a battle between the two. Inside, Jean-Louis trying to thread the needle, and the needle is Sweden. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Inside, can't get it to go, and a rebound for Polit. She'll take it herself. Polit slows it down. The French finally do so, or will Broly-Roan step into a 3? She will, but it's off the mark. Thirty-three turnovers for Sweden. Hard to win a basketball game when you're committing a lot of those unforced. Jean-Louis from the free throw line, pure. 11 points for Jean-Louis, 71-49, 1:34 to play. Odiase comes back in for Sweden, but France will be heading to the next round. Coast to coast, can't get it to go in is Karlsson. Karlsson gets the board, a little bit of a push off, but she's pushed in the back by Polit, and Karlsson will go to the line for 2.
Number 17, 2 shots.
Later tonight, after the conclusion of the Belgium-Czechia game, which is almost concluded, 2:32 to play. Belgium a handsome 14-point lead. It's Latvia, Slovenia, and then the nightcap, Serbia, Turkey, all of which streaming on FIBA's streaming platforms. 3-way off for Marcin. Alix Zibra will check in for the final 110, and I think these are the teams that will stick out the 65 seconds remaining in regulation. Off balance lay. Odiase getting to the line for her 7th and 8th attempt of the day. Now Diaze couldn't convert on either of her 2 freebies. Jean-Louis with the board. Playing till the very last second here are the French. Ravon, crossover. Near side corner 3 off for Politz. But another second chance opportunity for the French. Loading up. Ravon can't get it to go. Another opportunity for the French. Ravon finds Politz. Corner 3 can't go. 3 in a row for France. Game clock under 10 seconds in the 4th quarter. Last second chance. Blocked by France. And that was the story of the game. It was all France in the round of 16 in the U18 Women's EuroBasket. The final score 71-50 in favor of France. They come in and dominate on the defensive end from the 1st quarter all the way to the closing seconds. So France will move on in the winners bracket. They advance, beating the host country Sweden heftily, 71-50. For everyone here at FIBA and in Stockholm, Sweden, our entire FIBA production group, I've been William Rosen. The final, France 71, Sweden 50. Have a good night. Take care.